Number 1.
There you go.
I sent them out.
Number 2.
Me too.
Number 3.
Welcome to a new edition of the $125,000 Bojangles Pro-Am Team Tournament Trail. The bass tournament that allows a weekend angler to share in the limelight previously only enjoyed by the pros. Follow us as we travel around North Carolina as weekend anglers compete in a tournament with 2 levels of competition with a guaranteed $4,000 first place prize. Join us as we travel to Lake Gaston at Roanoke Rapids, Sutton Lake at Wilmington, Chowan River at Edenton, Neuse Trent at Newbern, Carr Lake at Flemingtown, and Roanoke River at Plymouth. Watch us each week with exciting weigh-in, fishing, and awards action as anglers compete for one of the limited slots in the prestigious Bojangles Classic. Today's show is brought to you by our proud sponsors, Bojangles, famous chicken and biscuits, the Neuse Sports Shop, your outdoor sportsman headquarters, Shimano Fishing, North America's leading manufacturer of high-quality fishing gear, Mercury Marine, #1 on the water, and Triton Boats, we take American fishing. Now let's go to our host, Danny Joe Humphrey, to see where today's tournament will be. Hello, I'm Danny Joe Humphrey, and today we're on the Neuse Trent at Newbern, North Carolina. We're going to be fishing out of Losses Creek Park, and we're going to be fishing the Trent River, the Neuse River, and then they also had the option to go out into the Sound and some of the creeks outside out there. Newbern was devastated by Florence last fall. It was ripped. Fortunately for the fish were not totally wiped out like they've been in the past with other hurricanes. So we're looking for a good catch today. Should be interesting. These guys can catch them, I can tell you that. Some of them will run way up the Neuse and some of them will run way out the Sound. They got all kinds of choices. Stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this with today's weigh-in.
It's bow time at Bojangles. Come in today for a 3 Chicken Supremes dinner for just $5. Each Chicken Supremes dinner comes with 3 of our bold, craveable chicken tenders, your choice of fixin', and a fresh buttery biscuit. Plus, you'll get a free legendary iced tea. For a limited time, get Bojangles 3 Chicken Supremes dinner with your choice of fixin' and a biscuit for just $5. And don't forget that free iced tea. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all.
At Neuse Sports Shop in Kinston and Cedar Point, we've got the gear for the outdoors. From our generous selection of bass fishing tackle to firearms, ammo, footwear, outdoor clothing, coolers, sunglasses, and live bait, Neuse has got you covered. So before you take off for that next big fishing tournament, come see us. We're Neuse Sports Shop on Highway 70 in Kinston and our new Crystal Coast location on Highway 24 in Cedar Point between Swansboro and the bridge to Emerald Isle. Neuse, we've got the fishing gear.
At Mercury, there are no limits to the lengths we'll go to make sure you have no limits either. Unlimited adrenaline, unlimited fun, unlimited weekend. Except maybe having to go home eventually. Introducing the all-new V8 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
Yes. Do what? No, carry him back out there on the deep side if you don't mind. Big fish for that one. Wiggling, right? Yeah. How many you got? 5. I kept breaking there.
331. $13.04.
$14.90. $14.90. Yes, sir. Hold up. 16. $16.90. Six.
No, that one weighs 5.5.
Don't weigh no 5.5.
Put them in the bag there. Got there. 15. I swear I can't see the number. Can you see it? Is there something wrong with my eyes?
15.58.
15.58. Go ahead. Wait, I think it's second place right now. Carl Weatherington, Brody Brown. Got a good back. Whittington, I'm sorry.
Pretty good. Please, we put the cover one more.
We know it's 17. It's 17.46. That's second place right now. Second place. Good job.
Dead one in the cool.
Get dead one in the cool. Tim and Adam Harris. Let's weigh the big one, Adam. See what he'll weigh. 530.
Hold on. 32.
We can stay here all day. The wind blowing. You get to 200, so I can try to push it. Get it. It don't make a difference because I always worry about that. What we got there, boys? We got a new leader here. We got 18.
13, 14, 16.
Just shut up just a minute. I'll get it for you. This fishing here quit blowing up. 18, 14. 18, 14. It's a good weight. Thanks for leading.
We worked hard for that. Yeah, we did.
It's bow time at Bojangles. Come in today for a 3 Chicken Supremes dinner for just $5. Each Chicken Supremes dinner comes with 3 of our bold, craveable chicken tenders, your choice of fixin', and a fresh buttery biscuit. Plus, you'll get a free legendary iced tea. For a limited time, get Bojangles 3 Chicken Supremes dinner with your choice of fixin' and a biscuit for just $5. And don't forget that free iced tea. Bojangles. It's bow time, y'all.
At Neuse Sport Shop in Kinston and Cedar Point, we've got the gear for the outdoors. From our generous selection of bass fishing tackle to firearms, ammo, footwear, outdoor clothing, coolers, sunglasses, and live bait, Neuse has got you covered. So before you take off for that next big fishing tournament, come see us. We're Neuse Sport Shop on Highway 70 in Kinston and our new Crystal Coast location on Highway 24 in Cedar Point between Swansboro and the bridge to Emerald Isle. Neuse, we've got the fishing gear.
Introducing the most advanced, efficient predator on the water today. Triton's new XS series. Stalk your prey with hot new features like a solid-state fuseless stash with push-button start and support for 10-inch depth finders and new bow control with support for 8-inch depth finders. Prowl the deep with our most advanced drivability, maximum comfort, and an incredible hole shot. The new XS by Triton.
I usually fish around these polys. I catch the fish around these polys.
Right. Well, they'll stay under this bridge, just like they do at every bridge in the world. kind of caught you off guard, didn't he? How much lines you have out on your rib?
Not much, I put it down.
That's pretty funny.
That was pretty cool.
That was funny.
On the old man part.
Yep, I don't know how you managed to react that quick. That's kind of a compromising situation. That's funny. I don't care what you say. That's funny. That's what you call a short line him, right? Is that what you call it?
And if I'd have been in a tournament, we'd have put a tournament catch. It would take about 2 seconds. He'd
have been in my lap, wouldn't it?
That's right. Just did it right back over there. The thing about this bait, that really, it's got to stay straight. If it gets worn at least a little bit,
It'll twist.
it'll circle.
Yep.
I buy them by the 100 pack.
That's the same way with a floating worm, you know?
Yeah.
If it gets twisted, they don't like it.
Nope. It just doesn't have that natural look. Go back into this.
First one got it, I think.
Got it.
Yeah, I got it. Good thing somebody was paying attention. The fisherman wasn't. Cameraman always sees more than.
I was going to throw it next.
Sounds about right. For Brantley. And ain't worried about the one on the line, worried about where the next one's going to be from.
I think he not only thinks he's big, he's like that.
Oh yeah, he's pretty. He's a beauty. Oh yeah. Thank you, Lord. Let me see that rascal there. All right. That's what you go fishing for right there, isn't
That's
it?
right.
Good 3.5 pounder.
And I appreciate my friend telling me that I hit the wrong.
Well, I'm used to doing that. When Boo and I used to fish, I used to have to tell him he had a bite on his top water bait. That's what I used to kid him about. It's really tough to catch your fish in somebody else's. Good job there, Brantley.
Thank you, sir.
Good assist there, DJ.
Way to work.
Team effort.
Got him. I saw that one. He's coming right at me. Damn it.
Will it get off?
Yeah, I break my rod over.
Don't worry about that. He jumps between me and you, I won't see him anyway. I can't see him, somebody's back's in my way. See the ripples?
He's about 3 pounds. Maybe pushing 4 weeks right there.
Don't let him get hung up. You just catch him. Uh-oh.
Boy, if we ain't got to go roping now.
Well, I hope he's hung good.
Well, I hope that one don't get
fish,
my arm.
you got fish, you got rod, you got lures, you got everything.
I got it right.
I told you I shouldn't be fishing. You want me to fish. I said, I don't need to be fishing. I'm supposed to be filming. And that is a nice one there.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
That really is a nice bass. Anywhere you go, that's a nice bass. I don't care where you at.
Yeah.
And that bass is seen probably 5 pound in the spring. Good job there, Brantley.
Thank you, sir.
The secret lure.
It worked.
It paid off, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Danny Joe, this is a bait that I have found that in this particular lake just works phenomenally, more than anything else that I've ever fished at. I've caught a lot of fish over the years. It's a jerk bait made by Big Bite Baits. fish it with a 5/0 wide gap hook. To rig this so it's you can fish it in all types of heavy structure. You can make it virtually weedless. You put your hook into the nose of the minnow, take it in about a 1/2 inch, go in and turn it around, pull the eye of the hook back in the bait, and then you want to make sure that you've got the hook going back through the bait so the bait hangs straight. If you get a kink in it like that, it'll roll over and over, so you have to.
And if it rolls, they don't bite it.
They don't bite it. It's got to look natural. But you want, when you're finished, is it for to be just like that. There is a little groove in the back of the minnow, so you can bring it right through weeds and grass. This particular color works well in this lake.
Well, sometimes that's what you learn. You learn from what works, and that's all there is to it.
Yep.
I appreciate you sharing that with us. What kind of line do you use, Phil?
This is 15-pound Power Pro braid.
Braid. Mm-hmm. And that helps with the hook set too, doesn't it?
It doesn't stretch.
That's right.
It doesn't stretch, and it also is virtually invisible. You know, I know a lot of guys use some of the monos and the other fire lines and whatnot. As small as this is, in the tannic acid water we have in this part of the country,
right,
it's virtually invisible.
Well, that's a good tip. Thank you for sharing that.
You're more than welcome. Let's catch some fish.
All right. Well,
it's been a lovely day.
Fish didn't bite quite like you wanted them to, but
it was a good day with my friend.
Yep, that's the main thing. We had a good time.
Yep.
Good deal. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thanks for taking me.
Just another memory.
At Neuse Sport Shop in Kinston and Cedar Point, we've got the gear for the outdoors. From our generous selection of bass fishing tackle to firearms, ammo, footwear, outdoor clothing, coolers, sunglasses, and live bait, Neuse has got you covered. So before you take off for that next big fishing tournament, come see us. We're Neuse Sport Shop on Highway 70 in Kinston, and our new Crystal Coast location on Highway 24 in Cedar Point between Swansboro and the bridge to Emerald Isle. Neuse, we've got the fishing gear.
It's bow time at Bojangles. Come in today for a 3 Chicken Supremes dinner for just $5. Each Chicken Supremes dinner comes with 3 of our bold, craveable chicken tenders, your choice of fixin', and a fresh buttery biscuit. Plus, you'll get a free legendary iced tea. For a limited time, get Bojangles 3 Chicken Supremes dinner with your choice of fixin' and a biscuit for just $5. And don't forget that free iced tea. Bojangles. It's bow time, y'all.
TRX. The bold new family of bass boats from Triton. 7 awesome models from 18.5 to nearly 22 feet. TRX. The new standard in bass boats. Exclusively from Triton.
At Mercury, there are no limits to the lengths we'll go to make sure you have no limits either. Unlimited adrenaline. Unlimited fun. Unlimited weekend. Except maybe having to go home eventually. Introducing the all-new V8 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
Okay, it's the end of the day. To say it's been hot is an understatement. Fortunately, I had Jimmy Hipkins to help me weigh in today. I had a little illness and I didn't need to be in the heat, and he helped me out, and I really do appreciate it. Like Jimmy says, he's known me ever since he was a seed, and I've known him a long time. He does this a lot, so he knows what he's doing. Our first award we're going to give out today is to our first place AM team. Come up here, boys. Now, which one's who?
I'm Hunter, this is Jake.
Last name?
Donovan.
Donovan.
Whitman.
And Whitman.
Yes, sir.
This is the first time you fished with us, isn't it?
Yeah, first time fishing.
Well, I'm glad you have. You done a good job today at 13:04. Got them a check for $230. Got them first place bragging rights. Let's hear it for them. Let's hear it. Come off this way.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now it's time for our pro awards. They caught a good amount of fish today, like they always do. We didn't have as much participation as normal. We only had 60 teams, which is, I know is the lowest for this year, but that don't matter. The competition is still strong, and I'm sure the heat had a little something to do with it. Our 9th place team, come on up here. David and Hunter Jones, come on up here. They had 14.26 was their weight. They weighed in first today, and I'm gonna get you to tell us that story again. Y'all wanna hear a good one? This is a good one. Come on, Hunter, tell us about it.
When we blasted off, we went through the no-wake zone and went through the trestle and went under the bridge and headed out towards the sound, and about 200 yards past the bridge, we dropped the cylinder out of the motor and idled into a creek out there and caught 14.5 pounds before 11 o'clock, turned around and idled all the way back up here.
The Lord put them on those fish. Congratulations to you, boys. I'm glad you made it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. 8th place, Chase and Jason Tice. You boys have 14.71. You like this, don't you, son? I see you on Facebook all the time. I bet I see you on there again tonight. I hope so. Right. You boys did good today. You had 14.71 for 8th place. Got you $270, guys. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll see you.
7th place. Come on up here, boys. Jordan Hughes and Daniel Bozeman giving y'all a bunch of checks. You got one today. Did you wear that shirt out there today? Was it hot?
Oh yeah, I don't think it mattered. I think all of them's hot.
I think you're right. They had 14.87 today. The 7th place, I got you $360. We're glad to have you boys as always. We appreciate you. Thank you. In 6th place, come on up here. John Killett, come to a strange river. Adam Ball, you done good, boys. You done good today. You hadn't fished down here much, have you?
Well, that's a handful of times.
Well, that's good that you take that chance. You got 6th place. This will make the ride home a little easier for you. They had $14.90, $550. Let's hear it for them. $550. Good job, boys. See you. Come on up here. Carl and Greg Milligan, 5th place. You have $15.49 today. Got your check for $690. You like that? That's all right then. Got you a little something to take home with you. Thank you, boys. We appreciate it as always. Come on up here. Rayford Faircloth and Joe Smith. You had another good finish today. $15.58 was your weight. Good weight. $790. And got your bragging rights too, boys.
Thank you very much.
You hang around and we'll take your picture.
Thank
all right?
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you coming now. Bye-bye. Who is this? Okay, we have our 3rd place pro. Come on up here. Eric Rouse, Eric Brown, and Rusty Brown. Who is Eric Rouse? Anyway, you're Eric Brown. I know that. And Rusty, y'all had $16.90. Got you a good check here for you, boys. $890. You got your 3rd place bragging rights. Like always, I'm proud of you. Thank you. 2nd place, come on up here. Carl Whittington and Brody Brown, another Brown. Y'all finished 2nd last time, didn't you?
3rd.
3rd? You're going to get it.
One day.
You're going to catch a 5-pounder. That's what you're going to have.
Missed today.
Yep. You had 17.06, which is a good weight anytime. We got your check here for $1,300. Let's hear it for them. $1,300. You got 2nd place bragging rights. And as always, boys, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you much. Thank you. Come on up here. You've worked hard for this, Adam. I'm proud of both of you. You had a clean sweep today. You had 1st place with 18.14. Got you a check. Y'all ready for this? $4,000. You like that? Let's hear it for them now. $4,000. That don't happen every day, does it? And you also looked up and you had the big fish today, which put you over the top of $530, $600. I'm not real smart, but I think that's $4,600. And I'm real proud of you. Now, Adam, come here. Tim, come here. Tell me what you did today. Don't lie to me too bad. Just give me some idea.
We jumped around a lot. We didn't stay still. Probably stayed in one place an hour at the most. Crankbaits and frogs.
Is that what you did? Mm-hmm. Big fish come on a frog?
Yep.
They always do.
Yep.
You know that you can catch a fish on a frog. He's always a keeper, and you got a better chance of catching a big one. I kidded the boys that's leading points. I call them Fick Newtons. They've been catching a 6-pounder in the tournament. They come up here today, and I said, where's your 6-pounder? He said, we ain't seen him today. I certainly am proud of you. I really am. Let's hear it for him. It's a grand slam right there, $4,600. Thank you. The top 3 didn't get a check. You gotta wait and get your hat. All right, that wraps it up for today. It's a hot day. Everybody's ready to go home. And we appreciate you coming. We appreciate your patience. So we'll see you next time out on the water. Okay, the last one in. Last one in is the sight. The next to the last is the alternate. Okay? The alternate. Okay. Going to be at Lake Sutton. This is Carr Lake. Carr Lake is number 2. The classic this year, I'll take you home, son. Don't worry. Classic for 2019, it's going to be at Sutton Lake. We've been there one time before, and they caught a bunch of fish. It took 38 pounds to win that tournament for 2 days. So that's it. We'll see you next time out on the water. I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as we did bringing it to you. To view the rest of our shows, go to bojanglesproam.com. To contact us for tournament information, call us at 252-527-0918 and we'll get the info out to you. Today's show is proudly brought to you by our fine sponsors, Bojangles, famous chicken and biscuits. It's bow time. The Neuse Sports Shop, your outdoor sportsman headquarters. Shimano Fishing, Mercury Marine, #1 on the water, and Triton Boats, we take America fishing. Tune in next week at the same time for another edition of the Bojangles Pro-Am Team Tournament Trail.